Like every season, every sport is 24/7.
That's exactly right. That's
what we are now. No more breaks anymore.
It'll be interesting, though, because now we have primetime workouts. I think a lot more players will participate.
All right, we'll see what winds up happening. Anyway, we welcome you to another hour of Get Up. We come to you live every morning from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17, and this is the menu for our hour number 2. We're going to get up with Drew Brees and the dominoes set in motion by his return. We'll tell you the one team that benefits the most from his decision right off the top. Plus, the easiest decision any team makes this offseason may be the hardest for their best player. We'll show you exactly what's at stake for the Super Bowl chance. And then the Lions find themselves in the most powerful position in the NFL. We'll tell you what they absolutely must do and why it could shake up the entire draft as we bring you another hour of Get Up on ESPN, starting right now with the first quarterback domino of the offseason falling yesterday. 41-year-old Drew Brees announcing on Instagram he's coming back for his 20th NFL season. Set to be an unrestricted free agent in March, but he's made it clear he has no interest in playing for anyone other than New Orleans. And he announced it on Instagram. Take a look. That's a lovely post, isn't it? That's a beautiful post. And he says he's talking about looking forward to the grind and the journey, and the reward at the end will be worth it. He loves Who Dat Nation. He wants to make another run. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill was a guest on Shefty's podcast. He had this reaction to the news about Drew Brees.
Well, I'm so excited for Drew to come back. You know, he's become such a good friend, such a, great mentor to me. And I told him that, man, I sure hoped he came back and played. I felt like it was better for the NFL for him to be playing. And certainly, great thing for the Saints and for all of us to continue to watch him play. Obviously, there's a process going to restricted free agency, and we'll go through that process and see what happens. But, man, I would love to play with Drew again.
And there is the great Swagoo, the big Swagoo. Marcus Spears is with us live from Bristol this morning. Marcus, we've talked about this here so far. The return of Drew Brees, we assume they bring back Taysom Hill, and we further assume they will not bring back Teddy Bridgewater. Are the Saints ready to make another run at a championship with that group next year?
Absolutely. They are ready. And the fact that Drew Brees is coming back. Gee, you remember at the Super Bowl, we had Cam Jordan on, and he didn't even want to entertain the possibility of Drew Brees not coming back to play quarterback for the Saints because they all felt like that was their best chance to win. And Taysom Hill is smart in what he's saying. He feels like that's his best chance to continue this success that he's had. Obviously, he's made the comments that he wants to play quarterback, but the Saints are ready to contend. The game we're showing right now with San Francisco, Jared Cook was cooking. He got injured. Drew Brees is still an elite quarterback in this league. He can still lead a team to a Super Bowl. He actually had the Saints in position to move on further in the playoffs had it not been for watching Kyle Rudolph catch the game-winning touchdown. This was a great announcement for the Saints, but also for Taysom Hill, who has made the statements about wanting to be a quarterback. He gets another year to kind of buy his time with Drew Brees coming back. It would have been very interesting at how the Saints would have maneuvered if Drew Brees would have said he wasn't coming back and he was going to retire. But this makes everything easy for that franchise.
No question. So everyone here is in agreement about that. Here's the next piece of this that I think is actually the more interesting part because it sets in motion some dominoes that should mean Teddy Bridgewater goes off. We got Jeff Saturday said this morning he should go to the Colts. That becomes a Super Bowl marriage. Acho has some questions about just how good Bridgewater is. I'm trying to read the look on your face, Marcus Spears. What do you think?
The Colts?
Yeah. Go ahead, make your case.
You heard it, Swagoo. You heard it. Listen, got a top 3 offensive line. You're going to play indoors and be protected. The defenses in the AFC South aren't that scary. All you have is strength. You have the ability to go win. You'll have a good run game because of what's set up. Chris Ballard, their GM, understands about protecting the quarterback and good D-line play, which he's trying to instill in it. This is your best opportunity to go win now. If you're Teddy Bridgewater, you won a Super Bowl. You know what ain't happening with the Saints now. Your next best option is to go with the Colts. I'm telling my agent, put the call in.
Teddy, I'm not sure, first of all, if Jeff, I'm not sure if Teddy is thinking Super Bowl. I think Teddy is thinking, I need to make as much money as I possibly can right now because he was on the field and suffered a catastrophic injury that kind of reiterated to him that this thing is not promised. So that may be his number one catalyst. That doesn't mean he needs to go to a franchise or organization that's not trying to win a Super Bowl or not in position to have success in the future. But I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater is a tremendous upgrade over Jacoby Brissett and the way Jacoby Brissett was playing before he sustained his injury. And you look at this team with their ability to run the football and a young defense. I don't think that Teddy Bridgewater takes them over the top. We look in that conference, obviously, and Deshaun Watson is going to be the guy, just like we talk about guys trying to avoid that conference to go play against Pat Mahomes and their success. Teddy Bridgewater, to me, is primed to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is primed to go where Bruce Arians is, a quarterback that's competent, that doesn't turn the football over. Obviously, we know about what Jameis has done. And I believe Teddy Bridgewater in that culture, in that locker room, will have more of an impact probably than anywhere in the NFL when you think about his leadership quality. We see the numbers up here, what he did for the Saints in that 5-game span. But if you listen and talk to players around this league, there is a tremendous amount of respect and admiration, not only for Teddy Bridgewater bouncing back from his injury, but coming back and being able to sustain what was a team that was Super Bowl destined. We all sat up there on Get Up and talked about, oh my God, Drew Brees just got hurt. The Saints have missed their opportunity. And Teddy came in and did his thing.
Yeah, Nacho.
Spears, I like to think I'm smart. But when you just agreed with me right there, you confirmed it. Because I said, I'm not convinced that Bridgewater is that big an upgrade over Brissett. Now, Spears, you my dog, so they might think we texted about this off air and you was just doing me a solid. I'm telling you, Spears hit the nail on the head, gentlemen. It's just not that big an upgrade because Brissett pre-injury just ain't all that bad.
And going to Marcus's intelligence, I totally agree with Marcus about going to Tampa Bay because –
Wait, both of y'all said that?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Jeff, you wrong. Jeff, you wrong. Jeff, you wrong. You wrong, Jeff Saturday. You a Super Bowl champion. Jeff Saturday.
Jeff, you wrong dance, man.
Let me say this.
Was it like this, Spears?
How many of you guys roll with BA? BA was my coach. Love him. Love Clyde Christensen down there. All those things. It is going to be a difficult deal to go play in that off. That ball is going to be down the field quite a bit. It is a high risk, high reward situation. And you don't protect the quarterback. But you just spoke to catastrophic injury. You do not protect the quarterback and that offense. He takes a bunch of shots. Everybody's going to get excited. You cannot make a long-term living taking hits as a QB. And as much as we try to protect him, Tampa Bay does not protect them like the Colts protect.
But Jeff, Teddy Bridgewater doesn't turn the ball over. Jameis Winston does. Tampa Bay
seen him get hit like that.
But Tampa Bay has a top 10 defense. They'll be much improved.
The BA he's talking about, of course, is Bruce Arians and the circumstance that will take place. We'll see, because if all of a sudden he's going to Tampa, then where's Jameis going? There are a lot of dominoes. One of them is named Ryan Tannehill. He enters free agency on the heels of leading the Titans to the AFC Championship game. His teammate, Derrick Henry, came to the defense of his quarterback when Henry was asked about the possibility of swapping out Tannehill for Brady. Henry was on a podcast with Taylor Lewan and Will Compton, and he said, why isn't Ryan good enough? You know, Tom Brady is the GOAT. That's no question at all, but the best of all time. But then at the same time, I mean, Ryan Tannehill is our quarterback, went to the AFC Championship. Why would we not want Ryan back? So, Agu, I'm going to ask you the question I asked these guys before. If your objective is to win next year's Super Bowl in Tennessee, are you better off with Ryan Tannehill or Tom Brady as your quarterback?
Tom Brady, what the hell are we talking about? Like, this is such a no-brainer. Now, if you're talking about succession plan and where Tennessee goes to the future, obviously that's a different conversation. I really enjoyed what Ryan Tannehill did this year with the Titans. He played well. He played within a system, and he was actually being the catalyst for this offense for a number of weeks, although Derrick Henry was having this monumental year in the backfield. With that being said, there is no way in two hells I would not take Tom Brady over Ryan Tannehill with a team this close, with this amount of talent, with the opportunity to win a Super Bowl. Now, if we start talking about winning Super Bowls, Tom Brady puts Tennessee definitely in position.
We got Saturday.
Talk about it, Swagoo.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Listen, how are they so close? They barely made the playoffs. You're acting like Tom Brady is going to take a team that on the final week, if Houston doesn't rest their players, don't make the playoffs. They are a 9-7 football team that you think Tom Brady's going to take them to what? 14-2, bro? And again, I know. I know offensive line doesn't win games and defense. I'm sorry, they do actually win those things. When you talk about what's going to happen in Tennessee, this is a run-dominant team. Tom Brady, they're not going to come in and throw the ball 60 times a game. That is not Mike Vrabel. That's not how he wants to play. I'm not saying Tom Brady's not a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill. You're talking about the fit of the team. This is a team that barely made the playoffs.
He talking crazy.
Barely made the playoffs. You're going to spend all that money.
Face.
Hey, and by the way, Swagoo, Tom Brady comes in. Derrick Henry ain't playing for them. He's going to go somewhere else to go play somewhere because he ain't got the money to make it happen.
He talking crazy, Spears.
Jeff, you played with Peyton Manning.
Yes, sir.
You don't think Tom Brady accounts for 3 more wins than Ryan Tannehill for you not to be in the last week trying to get in the playoffs?
Without Derrick Henry, I do not. I think because Derrick Henry can't stay there for what he's trying to make. If they bring Tom Brady in and pay him $50 million, whatever they're going to pay him.
That's right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike T. Talk about that particularly. Brady's going to be expensive, we would assume.
Correct.
Is it if to factor that in? I don't know what Ryan Tannehill is going to command. Maybe he will also be expensive.
Yeah, and I was fortunate enough the night before the Super Bowl, I had dinner with Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. There is true admiration in terms of teammates that want to be together. They're building something there. And I know Tom Brady, from a career standpoint, Acho, has been much better than Ryan Tannehill. It's not about that. But in 2019, Ryan Tannehill played at a really high level. And moving forward, they have a better chance to win with Ryan. The way that team is built right now, it doesn't matter how you got in.
Not next year.
You know better than anybody. Admiration don't get nobody a job.
It's not about a job.
They don't get nobody a job,
It's about production.
We're talking about winning right now. Greeny said next year, but most importantly, Swagoo, I just wanted to see the Jeff You Wrong dance one more time. That's really, I just wanted to see that. That's all I wanted to see.
Hey, listen.
Hey, we're going to all see. It all plays out.
Jeff
Give Marcus the
Saturday,
last word. Go ahead.
Jeff Saturday is a beast on ESPN. He was a beast on the field, so it's hard for me to disagree with my man, but I disagree wholeheartedly. And Mike T, I don't know what the hell you talking about. If the Titans got Tom Brady, they are a better football team in a better position to win, and they would figure out how to keep Derrick Henry there.
All right, got to leave it there for the moment. We have much more to do. We're keeping Marcus with us. I want to find out what was on the dinner menu when Tannenbaum was out there with the Tennessee Stars. All that is on the way, and so is this. Mel Kiper, his latest mock draft, has Tua going 3rd to the Lions. We'll tell you why Detroit should absolutely take Tua and what else they should do coming up next. Plus, Kawhi Leonard is looking to win his 2nd straight title. We'll tell you why a move the Clippers made yesterday might actually have ensured that. That and more on the way. We're getting